Cory here with Toothless Reptiles in San Diego. It's all over. That's a UFC reference for you guys. So I think after this year, hey girl, I got Onyx right here. Oh, look at her. Oh, I know she looks like this. After this year, I'm done breeding monitor lizards. So I think it's just kind of been a long time coming. I did everything that I wanted to do as far as breeding monitors. I've been breeding these things for like 17 years now. It all started with Yoshi, and Yoshi's 17 plus years old now, and then it ended with buying this property in Alpine, San Diego, and then building this whole facility just so I could prove kind of the breeding methods behind the Salvadori and the various, so the lace and the croc monitors, which I did, and then also proofing out the whole DNA relatedness testing and the sexing and stuff, which I did. So, anybody that knows me knows that usually I get like a project and then I obsess about it, and then when I'm done with that project, I'm done with the project, like my mind is on other stuff. I have a lot of other projects that aren't animal related that I'd really like to spend more of my time doing. Plus, I have two kids, I have a 6-year-old and a 2-year-old, and it's not safe for them to help me with any of this stuff, and a lot of you guys don't realize that I do all of this stuff by myself. So, and even the kids, they're not allowed to come in the building at all. So when there are issues, a lot of times I have to leave work to come take care of stuff, and that's another reason why I have all the cameras in this building, is because it allows me to monitor when I need to from remote location, so that way I can keep an eye on stuff. And it's really expensive to keep this building running the way that I have it ran, to where the entire building is heated, and then the enclosures are kind of their own little environments in a big heated building. So generally, I spend about $20,000 on just propane for the year, and then another about $20,000 on electricity for the year, just to heat the building and keep everything running. The propane is not a constant because it's really using our 200,000 BTU heater really just during the cold months, but it will kick on at nighttime during the warmer months when it's still, getting cold at night. Also, the electricity is a constant because all of my stuff is always on, with the exception of the UV lights, which don't really draw that many amps, because they're 220 volt, 300 watt ultra Vitalux UV lights. So it's just, it takes a lot of, obviously, money to run just the building, and then obviously the resources, meaning personal time, and I'm starting a new project soon at work, which I need to spend a lot of time on. And then I also have all of my racing projects that I work on, because I race cars outside, and build cars, and then just some other personal athletic stuff that I'd like to finish up and kind of take care of before my clock runs out. I'm 36, so I only have so much time. But so the plan with the animals, so another thing you guys don't realize is that I don't breed a lot of adults here. I actually only have 7 adult animals. So I have a proven breeding pair of lace monitors. One's a normal, one's a bells. The female's a normal, the male's a bells. A proven breeding pair of croc monitors. I have my giant croc monitor, who's about 8 feet, and the other female is she's about 6.5 or so. And then I also have my proven pair of black dragons, my giant black dragon male, and Onyx, obviously, who's right here in here, and then Yoshi, who is also a proven breeding female, but I haven't been breeding her in probably a couple years just because she's so old. And so I've kind of just haven't really been breeding her. She still cycles and lays eggs. I just don't breed her, so I haven't been worried about like her fertility or anything like that. Hi girl. I know, she's hungry. She's gonna eat tomorrow. I know, she got some fish today. So the idea is that I'm gonna keep the animals here for most of the year, and then in November they should ship out to their new home. Now, as of this point, I don't have any buyers that have put down a deposit on the animals yet. I would like to do a package deal where everybody can go to one place. One of the deals I had worked out that fell through was just, it was a lump sum price for everybody, all 7 adults, and then it was a 50% deposit now, and then the animals would be held until November, and then they would ship out in November, end of this year, to their new home, which would allow me to fill the incubator with animals, and then obviously still be able to supply you guys with some amazing animals into deep into next year, even though the animals are all gone. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And so that's basically the plan. Obviously, I don't want to get rid of anyone, but at this point, I just have so much other stuff I'd like to be doing with my time, and I'm just not really that motivated to keep all this stuff going by myself, because I don't really have any more end goals to work towards. If I have a goal, I'll work my ass off to hit it, but where are you going? But I just don't really have any more goals with the monitor breeding, and I've never really been involved in the trade much. I've always just kind of done my own thing. So feel free to hit me up and make me an offer on all of the animals. Don't lowball me. It's ridiculous. Be smart. I mean, honestly, Onyx will lay at least 3 clutches of black dragons a year of 18 to 24 eggs each time. So just off one of her clutches, you would get a return on investment. So, and that's just the black dragon pair. So you're essentially getting a proven breeding croc monitor pair, a proven breeding lace monitor pair, and a side hustle Yoshi who's old as hell. You're getting all those animals basically for free. So, I'd like to get rid of everyone for around 60 grand. And that would be to take everybody, but obviously I'm open to offers for serious buyers who are willing and ready to put down a 50% deposit. So that's kind of where I'm at now. I would like to, obviously I'll keep the animals until November, and anyone's welcome to fly in and check out the animals. All the animals are microchipped. They all get their vet visits when there's issues, and they're obviously well taken care of. Much better taken care of than a lot of the animals for sale out there. And there's actually only 2 animals in my collection that are considered not handleable, and that is my giant male croc monitor, who was an import, and then my giant male black dragon. Everybody else is really cool with my female black dragon, my other female Salvatore, my female croc, my female lace, and my male lace. Those 5 animals are handleable. They're pretty tame and workable, easy. They've never tried to bite or anything crazy. They're really easy to work with. I've always set up all my breeding projects like that, where the females are much easier to work with than the males, because the females generally are the animals that you're moving around. The males can generally stay in their enclosure, and you never really have to move them. So the most interaction that the males generally get with me is during feeding, and that's about it. So let me know if any of you guys are interested. I know there's probably some people this will come as a shock to, but my heart's just not really in it anymore. I just kind of don't really want to do it anymore, to be honest. So I have some other cool projects I like to be working on, and that's pretty much it. There's nothing wrong with any of the animals. I'm still going to have them till November. So, thank you very much for your support. We'll keep this ball rolling until late next year, hopefully, and we'll keep everything going. So make sure you keep breeding and keep feeding.